So let me get this straight. Apparently there was a armed deputy outside of the Parkland school once it got shot up in Florida. But my problem is this. Here's a man armed with a handgun versus an AR-15. Can you blame the man? I mean, I would have done that. But you're giving him a slingshot. This is why I'm against AR-15s. What do you need them for? You don't need them to hunt. If you need an AR-15 to hunt, then motherfucker, you just can't hunt. You need to take up another hobby. If you need an AR-15 to guard your house, then motherfucker, you got too many enemies. You need to evaluate yourself. This is my life in the shot. Now, this deputy, he was fired, relieved of duty, suspended, because he froze up against the AR-15. Here it is, you got a slingshot versus an AR-15. Now, they're trying to, now Trump wants to arm, and see, now Trump gets paid. The NRA pays very much, very well. Votes don't come free, trust and believe. The NRA just gave Trump $30 million. You think he's going to talk against the NRA? This is why Republicans, they just disgust me. They would rather innocent people continue to die over money. They would rather talk against, rather talk up for guns because they're being paid versus innocent people getting slaughtered, teens getting slaughtered, and it's still people stupid enough to vote for these vultures. Here it is, Florida won, Republican, red state, with a breeze. Trump beat Hillary Clinton, red state. Florida goes to Trump. And these are the people who want assault rifles, who want AR-15s in the hands of mentally ill teenagers. How ironic is that? That your school gets shot up because of the person you voted for. Then the people you vote for come to a town hall meeting and they refuse to talk bad about the NRA. They refuse to even say, I'm going to take another dime from the NRA. I'm going to bring you guys that town hall meeting, just brief overview of it. I'm going to also bring you the deputy that was suspended without pay. I'm going to also bring you guys a father that was, his daughter was killed. And here's a guy who voted for Trump. Idiot. But first, let me bring you guys this issue right here.
What I saw was a deputy arrive at the west side of Building 12, take up a position, and he never went in. I decided this morning to suspend Scott Peterson without pay, pending an internal investigation. As is his right, Scott Peterson chose to resign because he has the necessary time with the agency and meets the requirements of retirement. After being briefed by Internal Affairs, I've restricted 2 of our deputies while we delve further into this, take statements, and make a decision whether or not they could have done more or should have done more. It's a fluid investigation. Devastated, sick to my stomach. There are no words. I mean, these families lost their children. We lost coaches. I've been to the funerals. I've been to the homes where they sit and shiver. I've been to the vigils.
What are you devastated about? He had a freaking slingshot versus a damn AR-15. Here goes the genius Trump supporter who voted for Trump. He told you before he got in office he loved AR-15s. You knew before he was taking bribes from the NRA before he got in office. Check this out. I want to show you guys that Trump supporter. Let me put his this idiot's picture up. This guy, he wants sympathy. His daughter got killed. Now, it's very sad, don't get me wrong. Very tragic incident. His daughter died. But take a look at the shirt he's wearing. Trump. Here's the man, and he's even going to meet with Trump. He's one of the guys that goes to the White House. Here's a guy who even refuses. He's trying to say, oh, let's not blame politics. Let's not blame Republicans. And let's not blame Democrats. But Democrats are the ones saying, get rid of AR-15s that killed your daughter. Trump is saying, oh, no, let's not do that. I'm being paid $30 million not to say that. The people you voted for are taking bribes to keep AR-15s of the hands of the enemy, of the people who killed your daughter. And you're still a Trump fan. How ironic is that? The man you voted for voted to keep AR-15s that killed your daughter. He could have easily got rid of it. We got a school shooting every day. Sandy Hook, AR-15. The Vegas shooting, AR-15. Orlando, hundreds of people killed in seconds by this weapon of civilians that don't need it. I'm gonna bring you guys the town hall meeting or some of it. Check this out.
And that's what I'm here to do.
Senator Rubio, can you tell me right now that you will not accept a single donation from the NRA in the future?
People buy into my agenda. And I do support the Second Amendment. And I also support the right of you and everyone here to be able to go to school and be safe. And I do support any law that would keep guns out of the hands of a deranged killer. And that's why I support the things that I have stood for and fought for during my time
More
there.
NRA money? More NRA money?
Yes, sir.
When I like you, you know it, and when I'm pissed at you, you know it. Your comments this week and those of our president have been pathetically weak.
I absolutely believe that in this country, if you are 18 years of age, you should not be able to buy a rifle, and I will support a law that takes that right away.
Your concept and your idea about it's called concealed carry, and it only works where you have people very adept at using firearms, of which you have many, and it would be teachers and coaches.
I don't believe that this insane monster should have ever been able to obtain a firearm, ever. I do not think that he should have gotten his hands on any kind of weapon. We have seen numerous tips that have been reported and red flags that I mean, are we talking about prevention or not? I mean, I think it's incredibly important.
'Cause you're not gonna knock us down. We'll get back up again. You may have hurt us, but I promise we'll be.
So here it is. You guys are ducking around every single question and try to blame this one. Oh, this guy should have got a gun. But what about the rest of the damn people who can walk into a gun store and buy it? Who didn't have no red flags? This guy had red flags. But most people don't. Most people, just Dylan Roof and them and Columbine and all these other Orlando shootings, they didn't have any red flags. They didn't jump online and say, hey, I'm going to shoot up a damn school. They didn't say that. They just did it. There's not going to be any signs next time. That lady that you guys seen was a paid spokesman for the AR-15. Let me say that again. Paid to deceive you, to speak for them. Then she's trying to sit up there and say, oh, I'm for you guys. How? You're being paid by the people that killed those children in Florida. You're being paid by them, and you're being paid to take up for them. So how are you there for the people? I can't understand this. How do these people in Florida still walk into a voting booth and vote for these people? How? How is that? Trump told you from the gate, I'm being paid by the NRA. I'm going to take up their best position. He never heard that. In fact, all Republicans take that same stance. I'm with the NRA. I'm never going to talk. I don't care how many school shootings. However, we all know if black people grab the gun, AR-15, it'll be a black on black issue. They're saying this issue is something wrong with boys. Trump is blaming video games. Yes, video games are to blame. If video games weren't so violent, he's trying to tap dance around everything except the AR-15. So every time they say, you're going to get rid of assault rifles, oh, no. Video games, this guy should have got one. This should have been caught. No. Get rid of assault. What do you need it for? If you need an AR-15 to hunt, then just give up the goddamn sport. You suck. If you needed to guard your house, then you need to pick different enemies. You need to piss somebody out. You need to evaluate yourself. This is crazy. I don't know what to say about these people, man. But people still go to vote for them. They go to vote for them because of their hatred. A lot of people, man, a lot of these Trump supporters, man, they got so much hatred towards the left. Chicago crime, that's a black on black thing. But school shootings, no, it's not a white issue at all. Even though it's all white shooting up schools, it's not a white issue. It's a boys thing. But Chicago, that's a black on black crime, right? Here's a man that could do something about the situation literally overnight. He can have an executive order. He can sign one sheet, get rid of AR-15s, get rid of this problem. Now, if it's a school shooting, 1 or 2 people get killed. We're talking 17 to the Orlando, to the Las Vegas, to 50-something people getting killed within 3 minutes. 3 minutes. 3 and 4 minutes, the average school shooting lasts. And we're talking 17, the church shooting in Texas. We're talking literally hundreds of people within the last few years dead because of AR-15s and these mass shootings that you can literally sign. Australia had a mass shooting in like 96. They passed a law, never again, not one mass shooting ever happened ever again. But they wasn't getting paid. Their lawmakers wasn't getting paid by the NRA. Ours is. They're getting paid. That's when the NRA said, shit, we're going to have to start paying these cats. They may vote against us like they did in Australia. So they just started paying them, looking, be quiet, shh, don't say nothing bad about us. If they mention AR-15s, mention mental health. Talk about something else. Marco Rubio tried to dance there. Vote these people out of office. You guys, the people have the power. That's what people don't understand. The people have the power. You vote these idiots in. That's why people that vote Republican, I'm like, y'all idiots. They got so much hatred towards other people. You watch Fox News, it's nothing but hate. Fox News didn't mention one single sentence. Not one sentence about getting rid of AR-15s. Now, they want to raise the age from 18 to 21, but what the hell is that going to do? This time it was a 19-year-old. Tomorrow it'll be a 22-year-old, 21-year-old. Or somebody 21 could just give it to a 19-year-old. What's the difference? What's the difference? This is ridiculous. To even have AR-15s. Now, I'm not disputing people should have guns. If you want a gun, have a gun. You can't even go to the club. These people trying to make an argument. Oh, we could send them to go fight a war for us, but we can't let them have an AR-15. They're not at fucking war here. Overseas, you're at war. Yes, you may need an AR-15. That's like saying you could send them overseas to drive a tank, but they can't drive a tank here. No, motherfucker, because you'll just kill some damn body. You don't need it. If I was in the army and I drove a tank in Afghanistan, do I need a tank here? No. Over there, you're going to need an AR-15. Here, you don't need it. But they're getting paid once again. So they're not going to say that. They're not even going to make that point. They're going to tap dance, and they're paid to tap dance. All over around the point. Anyway, make sure y'all like, comment. Let me know what you think about this video. Peace, peace, peace.